Hello, Ederson Oliveira here for the Solo Coder. Today I have with me for my first interview for the Solo Coder someone that is near and dear to me, a great friend of mine. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective here, we went to university together, so that was a few years ago. Just let's keep it at that.
Just a few years ago.
And we also came to Canada together a few years ago as well. So, and actually he used to be my boss as well back in Brazil.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, but again, it was an interesting time. But the point is that the other day I mentioned about what I call my mastermind group. You know, the few people that I talk a lot and I talk about business and I tell what I'm going through. He tells me what he's going through, and Vladimir Cezar is one of those people in what I would call my mastermind group. So by coincidence, he's coming, he's visiting me today, just going back to his hometown, Ottawa, Canada. And I said, you know what? Can we sit down and just do a quick interview, my first interview on the Solo Coder? He says, yeah, why not? Let's do it. So Vladimir Cezar, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. So let me start with, what type of breed of Solo Coder are you?
Well, that's an interesting question. I'm a freelancer iOS developer. That's what I do every day of my week. So I develop iOS applications, watchOS applications, Apple TV applications, and maybe in the future car OS applications, Mac OS applications, anything Apple related. And the funny thing though is that this is new to me. Before, when I was working for companies and governments, I was doing something entirely different. It was the web development, it was nothing related to mobile. And when I decided to be a solo coder, a solo developer, working for myself, then I changed my focus. Instead of doing web development, I said, no, this is nice, but I've been doing this for some time now. I want to change. And what I wanted to do was to develop mobile applications. That's what I do now.
Perfect. So as you can see, Vladimir is on the other side of the force. No, I'm the .NET Microsoft.
Side.
I'm the Microsoft side of the force, and he is on the Apple side of the force. So again, great. No, that's the reason, and we can still be friends. No, but let's keep moving here. So I have this question here for you: is why did you decide to transition from a full-time employment? Because again, come on, we have to admit that a full-time employment gives a lot of certainty, a lot of guarantees, and jump 2 feet into this, into what I would call your solo coder career. Why the move? What motivated you?
Right. Yeah, that's a very good question. One thing that I'd like to say is that a lot of people, they make this move when they have contracts and they have a sort of guarantee that this is going to work. Well, that was not my case. I jumped 2 feet without any contract, without any certainty, without anything. I mean, it's what was a really interesting move for me, because I didn't know, okay, is this going to succeed or not? But the reason I did it was, well, I always liked the challenge of knowing different technologies, having a chance to explore different career aspects, let's put it this way. And when I was working for the government, it was more or less the same old every day, and that's what I was enjoying that much. But when freelance, I'm always on the edge of technology. So doing something different every day for different people, it's something that I enjoy.
Okay, so again, there was a moment there of transitioning. During this transitioning phase, what was really the hardest, point of that? I mean, was there anything in particular to say, hey, I wasn't expecting this would be like this? So what was the hardest part, really?
Right. For me, the hardest part is to overcome the sense of, okay, I'm not the one for this. This is not for me. I'm just pretending that I can do this, but I can't. It's too hard, and there's another. There's a lot of people that are better than me doing this, and I'll never be good at this. Maybe I just should go back to work for someone and be there quiet and get my paycheck every month. And that was really hard to overcome this sentiment, this feeling that, okay, who am I gonna I'm just pretending this. I'm not really a solo coder, and I'll never be. So to overcome this was really hard, especially for some time.
And was there anything in particular that you did or you are doing, or you are constantly doing to keep overcoming that? Because and maybe it's not true, but I don't know if this feeling is completely gone from you. If it's gone, perfect, that's fine. But if it's not, is there anything that you keep having to do? Is that a self-talk that you have to keep doing? You have to keep talking to yourself? How are you managing that, and how did you manage that?
Right. Well, one thing that really helps is to understand that everybody suffered from this at some point in their careers, especially if they go to be solo coders, to be freelancers. And so, but understand and realize that is not the same as internalize it. To internalize this and to start to think, okay, I can do this. So to get this feeling that I can do, you have to have small victories. So small victories is the only way, for me at least, to overcome this. For a few weeks or months, you don't have any victory, and you start to think, okay, maybe this is never gonna work. But then one day you have a small victory, and then you hold to that one. You hold to that one. Okay, I got that one. Maybe I can get another one, and then a week passes by and you don't get any. But then you have another one, and then you hold that to that one too, and then you get another one and a second one, and then you try to think, you know what? I can do this. I can get the small victories, and then you get a bigger one, and then you accumulate victories, and you start to focus on your victories instead of focusing on things that you don't know or you have to know, or people that are better than you, or people that you think are better than you. Maybe they don't even are. You don't know those people. It's just a fantasy that you create in your mind. There's all these big people that are doing excellent jobs and they're getting tons of money, but you don't know. It's just your mind. If you can overcome this, you can keep going, keep moving. It's a big thing. If you can't keep moving every day, you're gonna get somewhere.
Okay, good, very good, very good. So, short question here: how long have you been doing this? How long have you been on your solo career?
Right. For the big part of the last 3 years.
So 3 years. So
yeah.
So if I would ask you what is working for you, on the different strategies that you have tried to develop to get your name out there, approaching projects, approaching clients, what is working for you? What is one thing that's really working nice for you?
Right. Well, I started this thinking, okay, I can just go online to apply for jobs, and I'll get jobs here and there, and that's gonna work. And that didn't work that much. What really worked was to create a network, participating in forum, people that have the same career desires that you have, or forum that sometimes people have developers have communities on Slack, on other sites, and if you can participate, that you create this sense of the struggle they have, what's working for them, and then you can get leads to jobs and to contracts, and that work really well.
Actually, you alluded to that a little bit when you were saying what's working for you, but I'm going to ask that in any case, what did not work for you? What was one thing that you did try and, man, this is not a strategy that is working for me?
Right. Well, one thing that doesn't work is not to try. That doesn't work. I mean, if you can think, okay, I'm going to study all this and I'm going to do a lot of small projects and I will just cross my arms and get many contracts. It's never going to work. You have to be able to put yourself in an uncomfortable position. You know, and this was not a really a natural thing for me. Myself, and I think a lot of people, they like to be in a comfortable position. No, I'm here, and things are going to work out. But chances are they won't. So you have to be constantly put it in an uncomfortable position, a position that you will be thinking if you can do this thing, what people are thinking of you. They are judging your work. They are judging you, your character, and that takes a while to accept, to internalize, and to work in your favor. So that doesn't work. If you can think you can just stay in your room, close your doors, and never have to talk to anyone, that doesn't work. You have to expose yourself. And I'm trying to do this even more now. I know this interview, a website, talking to people on LinkedIn. This is the kind of things that people should be doing.
Okay, great. So again, coming to an end here, I don't want this to be very long. I'm just going through my list there. Do you have any specific? I mean, it should be something very actionable that someone that is watching this right now can go out there and can do that right away. Do you have a tip of something that guys, if there's one thing that you do on your solo career, this is it. Go for it.
Okay. When you work for someone, it's really easy to create relationships because you're working in an office and you have people that you have to attend to, and you have bosses and co-workers. When you're working by yourself, you need two things. You need to create these relationships in some other way because you don't have people coming to your desk. So you have to participate in communities, Slack communities, forums, GitHub, this kind of stuff. You have to know people and be known. So that's one thing. And I can give another tip. It's you have to control your time. That's very important because you are home and then it's easy to, just go browse the internet, things that you enjoy, career or anything like, some technology you want to check, and then spend all day there. But then it's a day that you didn't look for something that will pay for your time. So then there are many strategies. We discussed Pomodoro. It's one of them that if you can put your time to work for you, then you will get somewhere.
Good. Okay, so bottom line here, you are an Apple developer, an iOS developer, a Swift developer. Again, for hire, you are, you have your website where people can find you if they want to approach you for a project, for anything.
Right. I have a personal website. It's www.vladimircezar.com. It's my first and last name.
Perfect. So I'll be posting that right here. So you guys gonna see either link or just the URL right here, so you can reach Vladimir Cezar, my big friend. Again, thanks very much, man.
Thanks for having me. It was great.
For you to be the first one here, it's really a pleasure. And very good.
Good job.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. This is the first one of what I hope to be many interesting interviews of people that have gone through this solo career, people that are going through, and that's it. Thank you very much. Bye.